Bueno, bueno.
¡Eso!
¿Cómo estamos? Bien, San Luisanos. Sanos.
That was one of our slow songs. I just want to let everybody know.
Wow. Hey, Facebook. Hey, Facebook. Hello, St. Louis. Hello, people of the earth. Welcome, everybody across the planet, wherever you are. You're at the Sheldon in St. Louis, Missouri right now. Live on our stage is Las Cafeteras from Los Angeles, California. This incredibly energetic and smoking hot band is going to be here on Saturday. Hot in so many ways. Is going to be here on Saturday night, a day after tomorrow, 8 o'clock here at the Sheldon. You can get tickets online at thesheldon.org. Check that out. We are so grateful that you're here, that you came all the way to St. Louis when it's like 19 degrees. And I don't know what it was in Los Angeles, but it wasn't 19 degrees. Anyway.
Celsius.
You know, there's cold parts of LA, I know. So anyway, we're thrilled to have you. Thrilled to have you here. Thrilled to have you play your music for us today. Tell us, first of all, please introduce the band to us, if you would. Hector, please introduce the band.
So we have a plethora of Mexicans on stage here today.
So many flavors.
So many salsas.
That's a big word.
Yeah. So straight from the mountains of Chiapas, Mexico, we have Mijangos right here, Pococ Mijangos on the Requinto Jarocho. We got from the 805 all the way live, Oxnard, also known as Boxnard. We have Jose Guadalupe Pihuicano. We have from Veracruz, Mexico, a man who did not grow up with folk. He grew up with glam rock and Queen. In Veracruz, Mexico, we have our keyboardist and synth player, Jesus de Veracruz. Right here from the little pueblo, little town of Mexico City, we have Moises Vaquero, and then we have the queen of the barrio from Southeast LA, the one and only, never lonely, Denise Carlos. I go by Hector El Feo Más Beo Flores, and that's Las Cafeteras.
That's amazing. Thank you very much. So, Jarocho?
Son Jarocho.
Son Jarocho. Tell us a little bit about this instrument, because it seems like it features greatly in your music.
Do you want to share that a little bit?
Sure.
Mijangos?
Yeah.
The guitar that I'm playing?
Sí.
Well, it's called Requinto Jarocho or Guitarra de Son. It has 4 strings, and you play with a pick, and it's the lead instrument of the Son Jarocho music. Basically, there are always 4 or 5 strings tuned with a pedal note, and then it's... And so you play melody with this instrument. Then we have the jarana, which is the rhythm instrument, has 8 strings. So it's 8 strings arranged in 5 courses. That's provides the chordal frame of the Son Jarocho music. And so I always play together and interlock this plays like bold melodies to do syncopation.
Right. What was the first tune you played for us? Denise, what was the first tune you played?
So this song, we do some son jarocho, which is the music that he was talking about, but we also just change it up. We grew up in LA. We're Chicanas and Chicanos, like Mexican Americans. Our families are from Mexico. But growing up in LA, like, you mix it up. You hear everything: hip hop, cumbia, ranchera, ska. And so we think it's really important to share stories of our peoples, of our communities. So Ya Me Voy is one of our original songs, talking about leaving. And so it was more like a cumbia, ska mix. Yeah, and it's one of my favorite songs to perform. I think it's nice. It's a sad tale, but you just put a lot of oomph into it, and it changes the story. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the blues, I guess, right? It's a sad song, but we're gonna let it.
With so much flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's like a barbecue sauce. You know, it's like heavy, but like, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
kind
want
of
some
the
more.
Mexican way. You talk about sad stuff, but like you just party while you're doing it.
Right. We're gonna have a good time while we
We're
do
gonna
it.
have a good time.
Right.
We're gonna have a good
Yeah.
time. We're gonna cry, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna dance.
You have already performed once this morning for us. We performed for, listen to me. Who am I talking to?
Hey, it's about we, right?
Y'all performed for about 100 kids here in the Sheldon this morning, and I watched you just grab them by there's not physically.
Not physically, we're distance.
But
distance learning.
emotionally, just grabbed them by their shirts and really had them. They were having a great time. The whole time they were here, I could just see them just so energized and excited to be with you this morning. So you're really wonderful.
I was
at
talking
that.
to someone about them that man, they were having fun. I think part of it is that we grew up, a lot of us were youth workers, and so working with young people keeps you young. But working with young people also trained us to do shows for adults because adults really just want to be young again.
That's right.
You want to sort of have this free spirit, and I feel like in shows and concerts where people are singing out loud, it reminds us how to be a kid again. I feel like that's why we have rocking shows with kids, but it's really like the prep. So when we play with adults, because when adults just want to dance and just want to be childlike again, I think that's what music does for us all.
Yeah, it's in it. Yeah, it releases that innocent that still lives inside of us all. Will you do another tune for us? Yeah?
So you ever heard of a band called Rage Against the Machine?
I may have.
Right? So there's a little band called Rage Against the Machine. And I always say, I love Rage Against the Machine. but they never wrote a love song. Why not? My question to you, why not?
Fred Durst? I don't know.
No, because
Let's not
they're
call
too
anyone out.
busy. They're too busy raging.
Oh,
Right? Kind of easy.
sure, that makes sense.
And so if we're going to create a movement, if we're going to build people power, if we're going to create change, it cannot be done with just anger alone. There's got to be love. There's got to be love in that sauce. So as much as we talk about movement and struggle, we also want to talk about love. And who needs more love than ugly men? So we wrote a song for ugly men called El Feo Más Bello.
Why do you keep pointing at me?
You know what? I wasn't.
He's actually looking at me.
So this is a
I
beautiful.
hope he's not looking at me.
This is a beautiful love song dedicated to all the ugly men in our lives who are, beautiful on the inside, but gosh, man, you can use some moisturizer on the outside. But it's a love song. And it goes like this.
I moisturized this morning.
Y'all remember the
and
intro?
Nothing happened.
Remember you get the oohs, the croons at the beginning.
That's right.
All right, here we go, the croonies. Your kisses until I get tired.
I'll give you my heart if that's what you need.
Just hold me real tight when my wounds start to bleed.
Más bello me quiere amar. Habla de podemos volar. Tiene dinero, tiene mucho más. Caricias, cariño y besos de paz. Can't wait for the day that we get to meet.
I comb all my hairs and brush all of my teeth.
Dance in the streets like no one's around.
Hop on the clouds and never come down.
Más bello me quiere amar. Con alas de sueños podemos volar. Tiene dinero, tiene mucho más. Caricias, cariño y besos de paz. besos de paz. Caricias, cariño y besos de paz. Caricias, cariño y besos de paz.
Que vivan los feos.
¡Que viva! Oh, that was cute.
It was beautiful.
Tell me
That
that's
was
not cute.
cute,
It made me
right?
feel, I felt lovely.
Right?
I felt
He's all,
lovely.
I feel pretty.
Thank you.
You are lovely. You really are.
This is so much fun to have you with us here in St. Louis. You're here in town. Got any plans for tomorrow on Friday when you don't have an appointment here at the Sheldon?
Everybody says to go to Cherokee Street.
Okay.
We're gonna try some local. Yesterday we had some. They said do St. Louis things. We're like, what are St. Louis things? And they're like, you gotta try toasted ravioli. You gotta get thin crust. We're gonna try some local restaurants around the way. There's also a local bar. The name skips me right now. That is doing a cocktail named after one of our songs. That we want to
What?
go.
You want to go have
We
one?
want to go
Yeah.
chase that tail.
Yeah,
Wait,
we'll
wait.
plug it. We'll plug it. That's the
What
fountain
song?
on Locust, and they're doing a Oaxaca love song cocktail in your honor. In your honor, and $1 of every of those,
I'm
every
really
one of those
excited.
cocktails sold $1. It benefits the Sheldon. So thank you very much
Let's do it.
for all your
Charge it.
cocktail drinking. We thank you for all your cocktail drinking. Talk a little bit about the other work that you do. I know that, I read in the paper, there's a nice article. Actually, it's coming out tomorrow, Friday. It's going to be a nice article in the paper about the group. But you talked about 5 languages that you speak. What are the 5 languages?
5 languages, right? And we speak in English, Spanish, Spanglish, love, and justice. And we believe everybody understands at least one of those languages. And that's, as troubadour, we become troubadours. You know what I'm saying? We basically go from town to town singing love songs, songs about peace and justice in all kinds of languages. Because music actually doesn't need a language. If you're moving and grooving, people feel that intrinsically. It's a human thing, right? And music has the frequency to move us in a way that, like, I don't know who said it, if it was Beyonce or the Buddha, but one of them said,
Udance, obviously.
sometimes words just get in the way. And, and so that's kind of the gift that we've been given by the creators. It's the gift of music. And when you get something, you got to give something. And that's what we're doing across the country is we just giving what we've been given.
We feel that music has been medicine for us. I like to say, like, this was never the plan, at least for me. Music came as a way for me to heal, to feel good, to reconnect to my culture. And then eventually, I realized that people just want connection.
Yeah.
And we've seen that in the past year or two, right? There's a connection that happens. There's a magic that happens through music, through dance, through being childlike again.
Through twerking.
Through twerking,
Yeah.
there's connection. Distance twerking.
No, there's something about gathering and sharing the experience,
Yeah.
and it's an experience people don't realize
It's an
for
offering.
the performers as well, right? It's a communal
It is.
enterprise.
It's an invitation.
and the audience is crucial.
Yes.
Absolutely, right? And that's, I think, those of us who do this know how important the audience is
We're
to
excited for
making
Friday.
the
Or
delicious barbecue
Saturday.
sauce.
Because then
right?
we could just do this. We could just do it in the garage. If you didn't need an audience, you don't have to leave home, right? It is because the audience.
Also, our moms kicked us out. They're like, get out of here, please, with that music.
Well,
Yeah, get out of here.
I want to make sure we leave time for one more tune. If you
Yeah.
would, play us another song. Remember, everybody, Saturday night here, 8 o'clock at the Sheldon. You can still get tickets at thesheldon.org, thesheldon.org. You can get tickets. Please come out. They've come all this way, across the Rocky Mountains, across the Great Plains. They came all this way here, and we're so happy
happy
that
to
you
be
did.
here.
Thank you so much.
So we'll share this one right here. We don't give a lot of always the context at shows, but maybe this gives us a quick one. And so, in 1958, there's a 17-year-old boy who wrote a song, and it became one of the most famous songs all over. He was 17 years old. This was before the Black Power movement, before the AIM, before Civil Rights movement, and his name was Richie Valens. And he wanted to be a rock and roll star. And he sang this song called La Bamba. And
Thank you so much, and I'm going to get out of here. You guys,
Wait, you're not going to sing?
I'm not going to sing.
oh, come on.
I'm not gonna sing.
It's in the contract.
I'll sing out there.
All right,
I'll sing out there in my chair, okay? Okay. Thank you. You don't want this. Swear. I swear you don't
If
want
we can mute his mic, please.
Thank you.
All right, let's do it. Let's start it. Actually, let's do it traditional. Let's just do it traditional. One by one, boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom,
Some
boom.
dancing in the middle, but let's do the traditional. And if you want the full show, it'll be at the
todo.
show.
Cuando canto la bamba, ay, 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 ay. Cuando canto la bamba yo estoy contento porque yo me acompaño con mi instrumento. Ay arriba, ay arriba, ay arriba, ay arriba, ay arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero, ni lo seré, ni lo seré, ni lo seré.
Donde pueblo unido, marchamos fuerte y no somos tranquilos. Y no somos tranquilos hasta la muerte. Ay arriba, ay arriba, ay arriba, ay arriba, ay arriba, haré como las palomitas, volando iré, volando iré, volando iré.
Que vivan las mujeres, ahí está mejor que baila la bamba. Ay, que baila la bamba, la de lore. Ay, arriba, y arriba. Ay, arriba, y arriba, y arriba. Iré como las palomitas. Como las palomitas, yo volaré. Yo volaré, yo volaré. ¡Come on!
Come on now, yo. Now clap your hands, everybody. Everybody clap your hands. And if you're feeling real good, then get on up. Everybody say, oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, all right. Feel good. Woo, inside. Come on now, D. You got this right here, yo. Now clap your hands, everybody. Everybody clap your hands. And if you're feeling real good, then get on up. Yo, D's about to dance. Here we go now.
¿Dónde está el verso? ¿Dónde está el verso?
Bamba, 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 que no se oye, bamba, no los escucho, bamba, 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 no los oigo, bamba, ay te pido, ay te pido, de corazón que se acaba la bamba, ay, 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 que se acaba la bamba y vengo otro son, ay arriba, y arriba, ay arriba, y arriba, y arriba iré, yo no creo en fronteras, ay, 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 yo no creo en fronteras, ni creeré,